From forecasting extreme weather to what will happen daily in your hometown, it's our job to predict and communicate it to you as fast and accurate as possible. Modern technology is making forecasting easier every day. I'm KATV meteorologist Todd Yacobian. This presentation will take you behind the scenes of Arkansas's most trusted weather team. We'll show you what goes into making a forecast, how we present it using the most advanced technology, and how we cover severe weather. It's the job we perform and take seriously every day for you. This is Behind the Scenes. The first forecast delivered daily on Channel 7 is prepared while you're asleep. Meteorologist Melinda Mayo anchors Daybreak, a 2-hour-long morning show from 5 until 7 a.m. Several minutes each half hour devoted to delivering the first forecast thousands of Arkansans will wake up to Monday through Friday.
It's evolving between every show, between every cut-in that we do to make sure that the forecast is as up-to-date as possible.
Meteorologist Barry Brandt starts his day on Good Morning Arkansas beginning at 9 a.m. and Midday Arkansas at 11:30 a.m. Barry also forecasts and presents weather on Channel 7 News live at 5.
At normal hours, 8:30 I come in and just kind of do a little update of what's going on for the morning hours. Melinda's already been in, and Todd as well, doing some updates on the forecast. But then I look at new stuff. I'll just freshen up the forecast a little bit, take a look at what's happening actually, and all through the day that's what I do. I just kind of make updates to the forecast.
So I've got the evening and night shift, and the primary purpose of the evening and night shift, I think, is for getting the information out that needs to go out about the forecast for the next day and beyond.
And I work weekends, anchoring weather on Saturday morning Daybreak. I also present forecasts on the evening newscast Saturday and Sunday. So how are the forecasts you see every day on Channel 7 put together? And what goes into presenting them to you? Several times daily, supercomputers ingest observations from thousands of places around the globe at all levels of the atmosphere. They collect the temperature, dew point, air pressure, wind speed, and wind direction. That data is used in millions of calculations. The end result? Computer model guidance. This is an example of one of those computer models. Knowing how to interpret the data is instrumental in making a good forecast.
We look at the upper level winds, and then those upper level winds and all the aspects of the atmosphere are projected out to 12, 24 hours, 36 hours, 48 hours, and even on out to 7 or 8 days, even out to 16 days on one of our models, to just model what the atmosphere should look like.
So we kind of take all of those, put them together, and come up with our own forecast, decide which of those computer models we think is the most accurate in this situation.
Another tool that we use quite often is reading discussions from other meteorologists and weather services across our region, and we kind of get some ideas of what other forecasters are thinking as well. So we may have an idea on what the forecast might be, but it's always good to compare notes.
Once a forecast is put together, we use highly sophisticated computers to graphically show it to you at home. That's the satellite imagery, radar, and the 7-day outlook you see on Channel 7.
And all the stuff that you see on the air, I've actually drawn the graphics for, I've made the forecast for. I try to figure out ways to tell the story of the weather. I try to figure out if I can show the jet stream that day, or if I can show some product that will make it easier to understand.
My job primarily, as well as Barry's in the afternoon, is to go into our computer graphics system and visually show the public through animation what the forecast is going to be in the days to come.
Then it's showtime. Typically 3 minutes and 30 seconds are devoted to weather each newscast. To present the forecast, the meteorologist stands in front of a green wall. Electronically, the director takes the color green out and replaces it with the graphics we've been working on. The only way the meteorologist can see what he or she is pointing at is by looking at monitors positioned on both sides of the green wall. There is also a monitor in the camera.
I almost forget that there is a green wall there and not a map.
There's one thing you'll never see on Channel 7, and that's a meteorologist wearing green. Because if we did, the weather graphics would appear right on top of us. When severe weather hits, a typical day in the Weather Center quickly changes.
Severe weather, all the rules are out the window. You still do a forecast, but that's kind of aside from what you're really doing. You're on the air. If there's a tornado threat, and then tornado warnings begin to be issued, where there's actual sightings or actual indication that there is a tornado, we're going to be on the air.
Our 5 live Doppler radars show us where storms are live and where they're going right down to the city street. We also use the Viper Tornado Tracker. This technology allows us to view storms 3-dimensionally. When the Viper indicates rotation within a thunderstorm, it'll place a rotating cylinder. This means a tornado is possibly occurring.
We use our 5 live Dopplers, satellite and radar imagery from around the country and around the region. Gives us the opportunity to zoom in to any particular area around our region and show you where severe weather might be occurring.
And that's our look at behind the scenes. New ideas and technologies are constantly being implemented to give you what you want. An accurate forecast that's communicated effectively, and severe weather coverage that keeps you and your family safe. Thank you for making the Channel 7 weather team the most watched and most trusted in Arkansas.